Calaroga Shark Media.
Hey there, I'm Johnny Mac with your 5 good news stories. Hey, good news, a review commissioned by the World Health Organization looked into the potential risks of cell phone radiation and has found no connection between cell phone use and brain cancer, even for people who spend all day glued to their phone. 11 experts from 10 countries looked over decades of scientific research. They found the risk of brain cancer did not increase even with prolonged cell phone use, defined as 10 years or more, among those who spent a lot of time on their phones or for people who made a lot of calls. Ken Karapidis is a lead author of the review and said the results are very reassuring. Karapidis said that having more cell phone towers actually reduces the amount of radiation emitted from cell phones because they don't have to work as hard to get a signal. Meanwhile, scientists have discovered that some dogs have a remarkable ability to learn the names of toys. A border collie known as Chaser learned the name of more than 1,000 toys. Now researchers have discovered that some dogs can remember the name of a toy even when they haven't seen it for years. In a new study, dog owners brought the toys out of retirement. 3 dogs had all 12. So here's the study. They showed dog 12 new toys. The toys were then put away for 2 years. Then, 2 years later, the dog owners brought the toys back. 3 dogs knew all 12. Another had 11. After allowing the dog to inspect the objects, each owner placed 5 or 6 of the test toys in one room in their home alongside 8 of the dog's other toys. The owners moved into a second room and asked their dog to get each of the test toys one at a time. The results were that the dogs picked the correct toy 44% of the time on average. Some had a success rate of up to 60%. Meanwhile, in Pennsylvania, a woman couldn't believe her eyes. She looked out on the street and saw a loose emu. Boy, I'll tell you, since the summer, there's just been random animals walking down the streets. I feel like I'm telling you at least one of these stories every week. Ariel said, I rubbed my eyes and said, am I really seeing what I'm seeing? Apparently, the emu had escaped from a property just a few streets away. Somebody's got a pet emu. Meanwhile, a woman in Manhattan was facing eviction over her 3 emotional support parrots. She's now going to be paid $165,000 in damages plus $585,000 for her apartment under a consent decree announced by federal prosecutors. Merrill had purchased an apartment in 1999, moved into it with her birds. Neighbor Charlotte started complaining in 2015, telling the Daily News, "Oh God, I wake up still with nightmares of them screaming in my head." The New York City Department of Environmental Protection sent inspectors 15 times, but didn't find any excessive noise. An inspector wrote, "No birds, no screeching, no noise." All right, if you're wondering why I was down in Philadelphia recently, I'm a big fan of the annual Philadelphia Naked Bike Ride. The annual ride started in 2009. It's billed as promoting cycling as a key form of transportation and fuel-conscious consumption. Organizers stress, however, you aren't required to ride completely nude. You can get as bare as you dare. The ride wasn't limited only to bicycles, but welcomed all forms of human-powered transportation, including rollerblades, skates, skateboards, scooters. 12 miles down the Benjamin Franklin Parkway, past City Hall, past Rittenhouse Square, and into South Philly before heading back north around the U.S. Mint. You're practically Rocky without clothes. Now, this part cracks me up. Use your imagination. They used to have the ride in September. Enough of the naked riders mentioned it was a little cold. So they moved it to August when, things are a little warmer. And those are your 5 good news stories for today. Well, I didn't say anything. If you enjoy the program, tell a friend about it. They may like it too. If you'd like the program without commercial interruption, there's a link in the show notes that'll tell you how to do that. All right, you have an awesome day.